Hi there, data enthusiasts. Welcome back to the Analytics Pod. Today we are diving into the wonderfully chaotic world of data wrangling and data cleaning. Think of it as spring cleaning except for your spreadsheets, CSVs, or that mystery data file you downloaded a few months ago. We'll talk about why data wrangling is crucial, walk through the common cleaning steps, and share some practical tips to keep your datasets squeaky clean. So let's get going. So picture this, you have a massive dataset. Maybe it's about customer purchases or streaming habits, or even how many times your cat decides to nap in a single day. You are super excited to start analyzing it, build cool visualizations, run your models, but wait, half the rows are missing certain values. The date column is in the wrong format, and you've got some weird symbols that look like they were typed in an alien type of language. This is where you would start using data wrangling. Data wrangling ensures that your dataset is properly formatted, consistent and complete. Because let's be honest, no matter how sophisticated your analysis or fancy or machine learning models are, if the data is messy, your results will be messy as well. Just like you wouldn't build a skyscraper on a shaky foundation, you don't want to build a data-driven project on questionable data. So if you want to level up your insights, mastering data wrangling is important. Now let's jump into the practical stuff. Generally, data wrangling involves a few key steps. Number one is data collection and import. You can't wrangle what you don't have, right? So the first step is collecting data from wherever it lives. Whether it's CSV files, databases, web APIs, even at random Excel from your coworker. Once you've gathered everything, import it into your analytics environment. This could be with Python or spreadsheet, whichever tool you prefer. Number two would be exploration and profiling. Before you dive into cleaning mode, you've got to see what kind of mess you're dealing with. This could mean checking row counts, scanning for missing values, and looking at distributions. Tools like pandas in Python or R summary functions will quickly show you the shape your data is in. Number three is handling missing data. This is probably the most common challenge. Missing data can mean blank cells or placeholders like NA or null or minus 9,999. Why people choose a number, I don't know. Depending on your analysis, you may choose to drop rows with missing values or fill them with an appropriate value, like a mean, a median, mode, or a default category. Number four would be dealing with outliers. Outliers are the party crashes of your dataset. Sometimes they are valid, sometimes they are just the result of bad data entry. Decide whether to remove them, cap them, or keep them if you are genuinely interested. Number five is correcting data types. Do you ever have a date that is stored as text or a numeric column that's read as a string? This is basically your analytics tool's way of saying, I'm confused. Make sure your columns are in the right format for accurate calculations and transformations. Number six is standardizing and normalizing data. Sometimes you need your data in a certain scale, like turning raw values into percentages or normalizing so all the features are in the same range. This can be essential if you're using machine learning algorithms that are sensitive to scale differences. Number seven is merging and reshaping. If you have data scattered across multiple tables or files, you might need to merge or join them based on some common key. Also, you may need to pivot your data from long format to wide format or vice versa, depending on what your analysis or visualization demands are. Number eight is removing duplicates or irrelevant data. Duplicate records are basically clones messing up your analysis. Sometimes they are truly duplicates, sometimes they are different records that only look the same. Double check before deleting. Always remove columns that are not relevant or just added for noise. Always remove columns that are not relevant or just adding noise. And those are the main points that you need to address in your data wrangling road trip, shall I say. Now that you've covered the basics, let's talk about some pro tips to make your life easier. Tip number one is automate. If you find yourself doing the same cleaning steps repeatedly, like filling in missing values with the mean, just write a function or script to handle it. Your future self will thank you, trust me. Number two, document. Keep track of what you did, why you did it, and how. That way, if something goes wrong, you can retrace your steps instead of screaming into the void. Number three is validate early and often. After each transformation, do a quick sanity check. Did the number of rows drastically change? Did your data type suddenly flip out? The sooner you catch mistakes, the easier they are to fix. Number four is use version control. Tools like Git aren't just for code. Keep your data script versions so you can roll back if you had changed your whole dataset into a pile of trash. And tip number 5 is leverage existing libraries. Don't reinvent the wheel. Pandas in Python, tidyr in R, or even Power Query in Excel can handle a lot of the heavy lifting for you. So let's bring in a quick real life example. Suppose you're analyzing customer reviews for an online store. You download thousands of reviews in a CSV file, but you notice some reviews are missing a star rating. Maybe the user forgot to select it. The review text includes emojis, weird punctuation, or random foreign characters. Date columns might be in different formats. Duplicates where the same user posted the same review multiple times. Your wrangling job could include converting emojis or special characters to a standard format, filling missing ratings with an average or default rating, converting all dates to a consistent format, removing duplicate reviews or merging them into a single entry. After you're done, you have a tidy dataset of reviews you can trust. This is the difference between spending hours or days fighting with your data later and instead having them clean, that's ready to be analyzed at the beginning. And that's a wrap on our introduction to data wrangling and cleaning. We've covered why it's important, the steps you'll typically take, plus a few tips and a real world example to show you how it all comes together. Remember, mastering data wrangling isn't a one and done deal. It's an ongoing process, sort of like your laundry. It just never stops. The more datasets you tackle, the more comfortable you become with these techniques. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube, or please share this episode with someone who you think might be interested in data wrangling. Remember to subscribe to the Analytics Pod for more data-driven adventures. Do you have any horror stories or success tales about data wrangling? Drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Until the next time, happy data cleaning and keep wrangling. See ya!